And welcome back. Hopefully, that'll be the last interruption tonight. Thank you very much for your patience, my friends. This is a cursed stream. I appreciate your company tonight. Welcome in, Rim. I just got here. Oh, you missed all the excitement. You missed all the excitement of my Winnie the Pooh GBA game crashing 4 times. And me reluctantly, permanently giving up on it. So, welcome back. This is Bart versus the Space Mutants. We're going to play this for the rest of the night. I have never beaten this game before. I'm trying to play it and beat it blind. This is night 4. I got really far. Well, night 1 went pretty badly. I only made it to level 2 on night 1. Night 2 went really good. I made it all the way to level 4. And night 3, I thought was going to go really good. I made it to what I think has got to be the last boss on stage 4. There's lots of mini bosses. So it could be a mini boss, but I don't think so. I don't know how many stages there are, but I thought I was going to see a new stage. That was yesterday. That was last night that we played it. I thought I was going to see a new stage, but didn't quite make it happen. But maybe tonight will be the night. There are enemies in Winnie the Pooh? Oh, yeah. Primary enemy is the game itself. How big is the Simpsons couch? No, I've already been damaged? Rip the run. American couches were big before IKEA took over. I have 2 couches myself. And neither of them are from IKEA, and neither of them's very big. But I definitely do have IKEA furniture. I do believe that was a can of spray paint. That you saw. They're really they're really generous with the spray paint on this level, but the odds of you even running out of it, I think, are exceedingly low. Anything I ever bought from IKEA broke in like a week? I've had pretty good luck. I think it's pretty much all shelving. I don't think I have any IKEA furniture that's not shelving. The bookshelf next to me that all my game consoles are on is an IKEA shelf. I've had it since... Oh my goodness, when did I get these? I've had them 10 years, and I've moved... 1, 2, 3, 4. I've moved at least 4 times with them, and they're still holding up, so... You know, your mileage may vary, I guess. They definitely show their wear, but... I've gotten my money's worth. Don't believe I've ever bought furniture from IKEA before. I read a tip that you should use wood glue during the building process to add a lot of stability. If you're pretty confident you're not going to take it apart again for any reason, then I imagine that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, my furniture from Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist now? Oh, yeah. Almost everything I own is... almost every piece of furniture I own is secondhand. Oh, we got lucky. It didn't cost a life. Samesies, Ren says. I've got a lot of furniture I need to post on Facebook Marketplace. I just never get around to doing it. Ah, please. I'm gonna go to work tonight. My coworker called out, so I'll be alone. Oh no. I imagine things would be in really rough shape if neither of you showed up, though, right? Ah. Rip. Craigslist is kind of unusable nowadays. I never really used it a whole lot. I browsed for guitars on there once upon a time when I was in the market for one, but I never actually found anything, I never found anything that worked for me there. This was several years ago. Several many years ago. Hey Sparrow, welcome in. Great to have you here. Thank you for the positive thoughts, Sparrow. I hope we'll make some progress. Cautiously optimistic. I was not planning to play this tonight. We were supposed to work on Winnie the Pooh, but my copy of the game doesn't work anymore. I don't know what's wrong. I tried the cartridge, I tried a flash cart, I even tried an emulator, and nothing worked. Proceed to the right. I mean, that's all video gaming is about. It's just the long walk to the right. That's what I'm gonna title. That's what I'm gonna title my autobiography. The Long Walk to the Right. The Agent Frownie story. That's what people told me aging would be like. Those poor rabbits left out in the cold. In countries where they write from right to left, I wonder if the bar charts and progress bars also do that, right to left? That's a good question. Huh. I would think... I would think... What? Oh. But, I mean, I've never done this before. This is harder than it looks. Oh, it cost me coins to play this. Alright, well. Stop activating this game. Why does it keep doing that? Oh my goodness. There's so much to be annoyed by. I didn't know you could play these carnival games in the background. I actually really like that. I think that's a really cool idea, but it's really annoying that enemies keep walking by and killing me while I'm trying to do it. So, that takes an idea that should be a lot of fun and just makes it really annoying. Which is a lot of what this game is about. That's the first time I've ever gotten revenge on that guy with my slingshot before. I didn't even know that was possible. I'm learning so much. I can never win this game. I'm glad I said I can't win it. Then it had to let me win to prove me wrong. I'll take it, though. I don't care. I might be a wrong winner, but I'm still a winner. So, I think that probably, my guess would be that bar graphs probably, well, were bar graphs really a thing before computers? Like, did people draw a lot of analog bar graphs? Or is that more of a computer thing? Because I was thinking that probably, well, I was thinking particularly for progress bars, they probably still read left to right just because the like earlier software would have been developed for them in the West and probably not localized. So like that standard already would have been set. And then I was thinking probably the same with bar graphs as well, if their rise in commonplaceness is a post-computer phenomenon. Mm. According to Google, right to left bar graphs are pretty uncommon. And people just get used to left to right ones. That would have been my, yeah, that would have been my suspicion. Go all in. Anti-clockwise. Let's go. Oh yeah. No, Sideshow Bob is kind of maroon hair, right? And I don't know what that shows up as in the capture, but like I would not have described that. I would not have described that guy's hair as being eggplant colored. It's very blue on my screen. Aubergines are purple, right? Maybe it looks better in the capture. I feel so bad for Bart. No one else treated Sideshow Bob like a real threat. Will we call Sideshow Bob a threat? I thought he was a big fan of Bart. He even had that tattoo of the Bart. The. I like this totally not Pitfall section of the game, the graphics. Oh, that went completely over my head, Sparrow. I did not follow that logic. Sideshow Bob was scary. I feel like I generally liked the Sideshow Bob episodes when he would show up. I spook easily. What? Oh, the timer. Ah, I don't know why, the timer. It seems like I get robbed by that timer sometimes. I don't know what's going on, but like doesn't seem like it always fills up as much as I think it should at the start of a level or something. I don't know. Oh, rip. I took damage. I was just about to brag. I was just about to comment how I was on the run of my life. I don't think there's any way to get that. I'm in this awful mindset where I have interrupted myself during a moment where I'm using all my brain power to try and fix something at work. You're unfortunately seeing my analytical brain in action here. Don't waste brain power on The Simpsons. Things exist when they need to. Continuity is only a suggestion. Trying to make sense of where there's nothing left to make sense of. I wish you luck, Sparrow. I have faith. I have faith. If anyone can figure it out, it's you, my friend. Here it is. Oh no. Not quite, but soon. The end of all happiness. There we go. Alright, so this is as far as I've ever been. There's this dinosaur here, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to attack it. I wish the song was longer than 4 notes. Yeah, I really don't know what it wants from me. I listen to techno. This is thoroughly immersive and amusing. Well, there's gotta be some way to do this. Am I able to hit these things back? I doubt it, right? It looked like I hit it back, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. Well... I do have one thought vis-a-vis the solution, but it's so terrible that I just don't even want to imagine it's what I have to do. I guess we'll try it next life. Next run. From the top. So, my one big idea is that I think that I'm gonna have to collect the letters on that last stage to make Homer show up during the boss fight. I think that maybe I just can't fight the boss as Bart alone. I think maybe you have to summon Homer, which... I don't really like that. I like to do stuff on my own. I don't like getting help, even if it's from other characters in the game. I'm fiercely independent. He has to go to his dad for help. Very sweet. It feels so cruel not to have continues. You know, the no continues thing I actually think is not bad. I was annoyed not to have continues at first, but being forced to repeat the game a lot has made me really kind of competent at it. So, which I never would have been if I had continues, then I would beat it too easily, right? I would never be forced to be good at it, and then I'd never start to enjoy it. So I'm fine with no continues. I don't really enjoy being sent back, but I think it's a better game for not having continues. Of course you wouldn't. I was annoyed. I was annoyed on night one. You know, before I started becoming competent at the game. I was really annoyed there were no continues on night one, but now I'm like, fine, get them out of here. I never wanted continues anyway. If that dinosaur is a mini-boss and not the final boss of the stage, then my Homer plan won't work anyway. I mean, I think it's gotta be the final boss of the stage. Because the stage is already gigantic, and I mean, it's a huge, impossible boss. I really don't see any way there could be something else, but... If by chance there is, then my Homer plan is not going to work. I must admit, you're a gun at this now. That was weird, that hat. I tried to pick that hat up and I somehow made it bounce an extra time. I'm really surprised that that guy didn't end up damaging me. Oh, guess it was impossible to escape that. I went as fast as I could. Actually, that's not true. I could have run. I forget that the run button exists. They made running too inconvenient in this game, so I just never do it. Oh, there's too much stuff going on. Changed my mind about exposing Baby Man to screen time. Like, we had been making not such a big, not too big of an issue of having the television on with Baby Man in the room, but over the past, I don't know, the past week, we sort of completely reversed that. Baby Man hasn't seen the television turn on in, like, I don't know, 5 days. We're not really sure what the right amount of exposure to television is. Figure probably pretty low. TV and current year for a child? Probably 0. Well, I mean, we don't watch any broadcast television. Because we don't really want to expose him to, I mean, we don't want to expose ourselves to advertisements, but that was really the big concern with, like, television, like, screen time, is the desire to not get in the habit of exposing him to a lot of ads. Don't know. Does Dora and Company do them any good? Really? I mean, I watched TV when I was a kid, and I think that I turned out just fine. I don't necessarily think that the video entertainment is like inherently detrimental, but and like I know my parents. I'm sure the television was never off. I'm sure it was never off for like a single minute of my entire childhood. My parents both like really like having the television as white noise. Just always something going on in the background. And so I've had a kind of a similar habit. I usually I don't always need the TV on, but I usually have some kind of thing playing. An audiobook or music or I mean these days a stream. It's a very wholesome pursuit, I must admit. I don't think it would have long-term effects. It's more about dopamine, I suppose. Not really something that's been tested empirically lately, has it? Well, yeah, that's kind of what I want to know, because, like, I don't know, you hear a lot of different opinions. You hear a lot of different opinions. Like, there's, like, it's sort of my gut instinct is that, like, gigantic amounts of screen time are probably not the best idea, but hey, XMS, good to see you. How's it going? I mean, I made it back up to where I was stuck last night, but I'm still stuck. I have an idea I'm gonna try this time, though. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and do stage 4 differently and see if I get different results. Definitely more concerning are the TikToks and similar apps of our times lately, Sparrow says. I have friends and family that are utterly hooked. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Jelly and I are both pretty, stubbornly, like, anti-social media for Baby Man. I've done away with social media almost entirely now. Yeah, I mean, basically all I use is Twitch and Discord, which I mean are definitely like social media, but it's very curated, my social media. I don't get exposed to a lot of random stuff I didn't ask for. Is that Vanessa-matic? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. This certainly is a game of all time. It is one of the games. It is one of the games that was made. This game's actually been growing on me quite a bit. I've had my ups and downs with it, and was pretty negative toward it on night one. But I'm kind of getting to where I'm starting to like it a bit. Alright, so my big idea now for stage 4 is I'm pretty sure I have to collect all the Homer letters on stage 4. I made it through the other stages without collecting all the letters, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be mandatory for me on this stage. The puzzles are certainly made with thoughts. Well, so the thing is, stage 1 is the most interesting stage, right? I actually kind of like what they were going for on stage 1, like giving you items and you got to figure out where to use them and interact with the environment in like kind of cool ways. I really kind of like what they were going for. It's just it was put in this game, so it couldn't be well made. Stage 2 and 3 are like super lazy compared to stage 1. And this one's not, like, so far as like the puzzle idea, just this one's a little better. Because you have to use the darts for most of it. Oh, rip. Done away with social media almost entirely. Sparrow said... I hope one day you'll try the C64 version just to see how it looks and how it compares. I actually really like the idea of doing some side-by-side, like, C64 and NES games. It's just been a while since I messed with the Mini. My experiences with the C64 Mini have been so hit and miss. It's such a great little piece of hardware when it does what I want it to, and it makes me cry a river of tears when it doesn't. Oh yeah. So this is my first playthrough, so I don't know. I don't know what I haven't personally seen yet. My lips are sealed. Yeah, thank you. And not you. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just I got kind of like the craziest blind policy of anyone I know on Twitch. So try to give everyone a heads up. My PB is this stage. I've never cleared this stage, so I don't know anything about what's after it. But hopefully we'll change that real soon. I thought I was going to miss that jump. I was already ready to cry scam. Jungle section lends itself well to a CRT monitor. I think it looks weirdly high detail. I thought the dart gun was a toucan. Design-wise, though, even with a huge time limit, it's questionable to have these long sections of waiting on platforms. Oh yeah, no, the time limit has burned me. The time limit has burned me a lot, which is shocking considering how generous it appears to be. And, like, speaking of waiting sections... Oh, I can't activate it. There we go. Have to hang out while this pillar takes 4 days to sink back into the earth. Oh, I think we have a raid. Hey, Pixel Bro Lee, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome, raiders. We are hoping to get a new PB in this game tonight. I'm up to stage 4, but unfortunately I've been here quite a few times, and I'm still failing to produce a victory. I hope you had a good stream tonight. Hope you had fun with whatever you were working on. Alright, I need another enemy to spawn. I might actually have to sacrifice a life to get the enemy to respawn. Oh no. Oh no, I don't think he comes back. I might be... I might actually be stuck. Oh no, this is awful. I'm gonna have to restart the game again because the enemies don't come back. Oh. I knew I was in trouble. I did. I raged real hard at the end. Oh no. Does it say what you're playing there? It says retro. Hey, we got a gift sub. Pixel Bro Lee, take a key for coming in. That jump right there is just the worst. I'm only half-heartedly trying it because I'm in a bad situation. I don't think I can actually make progress in the game right now anyway, so I kind of don't care. I've already resigned to having to restart, but regardless, this jump is still terrible. Bubby Cat, welcome in. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I've not played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. So I'm familiar with the premise, and I think I own a copy of the first one, but I've never given it a try. So unfortunately, I only have the vaguest idea. They are games. I was generally enjoying it up until now. Hopefully you make it through and you can find the joy again. Alright, from the top. I'm not going to blunder the same way this time. We're going to make progress. I have a plan. We're gonna execute it. And you'll figure out what you need to do. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I hope I will. I think, well, I mean, I don't know. I have something to try, so, like, that's... Even if I have the wrong idea, having an idea of something to do, at least, like, raises my spirit. Oh, yeah, so the, alright, on the bottom left, there's, like, a Simpsons family member, and when you attack enemies, like, sometimes they'll drop these things that, like, give you letters that spell out their name. And so I needed another enemy so that I could get the last letter for Homer, and... there wasn't another enemy, so I couldn't get the final letter I needed. This is my first playthrough, and I'm trying to do it blind, so keep in mind everything that I say about the game could be, like, it's all hypothetical. My ideas could be misinformation. If you spell out the name of your family member, then that person will appear during the boss battle for the stage and help you defeat the boss. And I've made it up to a boss that I don't seem to have any way to attack. And so I think getting help is mandatory on that stage where I was stuck. Like, it's been optional. It's been optional on every stage up to this point, but on the stage where I'm stuck, it's either... I mean, it might not be mandatory, but I don't have a better idea, so... I never knew this game existed until tonight. There are three, apparently. There are three Simpsons games on the NES. And I grew up with one of them, which was kind of weird because, like, my parents didn't really, like, I was kind of not allowed to watch The Simpsons. I can't say that it was... like, it wasn't really forbidden, because, like, I didn't really have, like... I didn't really have a thing where I was, like, trying to watch it all the time, so they didn't really have to, like, put their foot down about it, but it was definitely discouraged. But at the same time, like... I had a Simpsons video game, and I had a Bart Simpson toy, like a rubber doll, and I had a Bart Simpson comic book too at one point when I was a kid. So I had a lot of Simpsons stuff, even though I really wasn't supposed to watch the show. So the messaging wasn't exactly clear. But this one I never played before I started working on it on the stream. Moggy, Madge, Herman, and Liza. Never could get into Kingdom Hearts, Nick says. Just wish I'd known that before I bought 2 more of them. I would consider myself a very casual Simpsons fan nowadays, I guess. I've seen most, if not all, of the first, like, several seasons. Like, up until, like, season, like, somewhere between, like, 8 and 10, I think. I've seen most of the episodes. So I've got a pretty decent grasp on early Simpsons, but it gets real foggy around the time of, like, Who Shot Mr. Burns, I think, is where my familiarity runs pretty thin. That's crazy. I know times are different when we were young, but The Simpsons are so tame compared to everything these days. Yeah, I just think, you know, my parents didn't want Bart to be a bad influence on me. But the thing was, like, again, like, it wasn't, like, super strictly forbidden, because, like, I did watch the Treehouse of Horror when I was a kid. Too, and it absolutely terrified me. Oh no. It was the one where Mr. Burns wants to steal Homer's brain so he can put it inside a robot he built. It terrified me. It terrified me as a kid, especially at the end when Homer wakes up and the whole episode was a dream. But then he finds that Mr. Burns' head has been grafted onto his body. It gave me nightmares when I was a kid. Maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe that's why I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons. Maybe my parents didn't care about the content at all, except that they didn't want to deal with me having nightmares from it. Maybe I've been wrong all these years. Just catching up with the chat. Just kind of skimming. It's a catch-22. Did you have nightmares for not having exposure to that kind of thing elsewhere? Therefore, exposure is better than avoidance? I don't know. I don't know. Ghostbusters 2 gave me nightmares when I was a kid. I had recurring nightmares for what seemed like years as a child. I would have this recurring nightmare that I was being chased down the hallway by Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. And I would always trip over a blanket or something and fall to the ground, and he would catch up and grab me. I'd never be able to get away from him. But mind you, here's the part of the story. Here's the part of the story though. It seems like I feel like I had that dream every night for years. I had nightmares about him. But mind you, I wasn't having nightmares about Vigo the man. I was having nightmares about being chased by Vigo the painting. Oh, something about him, absolutely. Something about him was just horrifying to me. He haunted my dreams. He haunted my dreams for so long. The wildest and most amusing thing to me now, I guess, about the whole thing was I was so scared of Vigo that when I would have that dream or whatever, I remember laying in bed at night, trying to fall asleep, and I'd have my head on the pillow, and when it's real quiet like that and you're laying there, I would be able to hear the sound of my heartbeat, right? Through my pillow. But I didn't know that that's the sound I was hearing. I just kept hearing a rhythmic thud. And sometimes I would imagine that it was the sound of Vigo, the painting again, as he shuffled, through the corridors of the world, as he went from house to house, looking for me. I was hearing, across all time and space, the sound of the corners of his painting hitting the ground as he shuffled along the world, searching to find me. And there would be nights, if I ever spent the night at my grandma's house or something, I would be trying to fall asleep and I would hear that sound and I would say to myself things like, oh no, Vigo's out there looking for me, but I'm not at home tonight, so maybe tonight will be the night that he'll check my house and he'll see I'm not there, and then he'll eliminate that house from suspicion. So when I go back home tomorrow night, I'll be safe because he won't come back there to look again. I would literally have that conversation with myself, and I had that conversation with myself so many times. Oh. And I liked Ghostbusters as a kid. I was a fan. So however scared I was of Vigo, it still wouldn't stop me from watching the movies, but I would have nightmares about him at night. Hey, another sub. Bubby Cat, take a key for coming in. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Oh my goodness. The Labyrinth. I like that movie. I don't know how old I was. I don't know how old I was when I first saw Labyrinth. That movie wasn't really like a part of my childhood. I saw it like much later, like probably when I was in like maybe when I was in middle or high school. But you know, middle school, I would consider stuff that happened in middle school to be part of my childhood, but not. I don't think I was that young when I saw it. Uh, I think Labyrinth's better when you're older, Nick says. It's been a few years since I've seen that one. Oh, let's go! That was the quickest I've ever solved the het. And didn't really solve. I mean, I never really solve it. I just get lucky. I mean, I can sympathize with the impulse to pursue a vegan lifestyle to a certain degree. My doctor wants me to go vegan, Bubby Cat says. I don't know, I don't know that I would or that I don't know that I would or could ever make that sort of commitment, but hey Sark, welcome in. Are we having a cow in here? Yeah. I was just I was just I was just planting my flag in the not going vegan camp, in fact. uh, oh yeah. You're not yeah, and I go know that's what you're getting at, Sparrow. You're not gonna make any no one's gonna make any friends being pushy about it. Pet Cemetery as a kid and The Grudge as a teen are the only two movies to ever give me nightmares, Bubby Cat says. Hope you're doing well, Frownie. I mean, I'm doing as well as can be expected, considering my choices of games. No, things are good for me, Sark. Thank you. Hopefully you're well as well. Shoutouts to Sark, a massive colossus of retro achievement hunting. One of my favorite streams. As someone with diabetes, food is either a carb, fat, or protein, and carbs are bad for me, so I can't see cutting meat. Alright, one more. I think, like... That's so annoying. That's so annoying. That boss, like, never spawns correctly. And the one time he does, I'm not prepared for it, and I get instantly flattened. Oh, cool. And I get put through the platform. When it rains, it pours. Awesome. Things are going well. Now I'm gonna have to restart the game again. I'm being horribly mistreated. As unbelievable as it may sound, I think I've discovered something terrible about the game, but I'm not surviving long enough to conduct experiments to see if my hypothesis is right or not. Oh no. Oh no, wait a moment. Hang on. I think I... What? Afternoon, Bart Jams. Thank you for joining us. That guy didn't come back. So this is another failed attempt. But I don't understand why. Oh yeah, I already can't clear the stage now. Oh no. This is a bad game. Well, yes, I run out my lives. So it appears to me now... It appears to me now that not only do I have to make it here, but I have a one-shot RNG situation that's going to determine whether or not this level is even beatable every time I get here. Because I need to jump on 5 of those enemies to get the 5 letters to spell Homer. But I think there's only 5 enemies on the stage, and so if one of them refuses to give me a letter, then there's nothing else I can do. And those guys don't respawn, so... I think this game is impossible. I think that the secret I'm going to learn is that no one has ever beaten it. That people only pretend to have beaten it so that they can lure others into the trap. The only way to escape is to pass the curse to someone else. Hey cows, welcome in. My Winnie the Pooh ambitions got thwarted. I tried to go back to the GBA Winnie the Pooh games and to 100% to do the New Game Plus, and the game crashed 4 times. So I determined I had to abandon it. I tried everything. I tried the cartridge, I tried a flash cart, I tried an emulator. I couldn't get any version of it to not crash. Thread the needle. Part makes me want to play Splatterhouse 2 again. Dodging the falling ceiling debris. I'm gonna say, this doesn't look like Winnie the Pooh. I'm in exactly the same situation I was last time. I'm a letter short, and there's no way to get another one. The X-ray glasses, well, the X-ray glasses don't really do anything anywhere that I've ever discovered, but they don't do anything out here on the surface of Mars either. Because the world is already too orange, I guess. From the top. Rip. I'm having a bad time. I'm gonna be able to run these first couple levels of this game blindfolded pretty soon. My audio is desynced. So the plan for tomorrow night's stream, we're probably going to get a later start, but hopefully we will play for later into the night. I'm going to work on Beetle Adventure Racing on the Nintendo 64. I started that one last weekend. I started that one recently. And I got off to kind of a rough start because I really misunderstood some things about how the game works that probably should have been obvious. But I think I know how to make progress now, and I think we'll have a good time with it. Even though I was blundering a lot on night one, I would say it made a really good first impression nonetheless. It's kind of a different kind of game for me. I certainly haven't played a ton of racing games. I don't know that, you know, racing games necessarily make for the best, like, streaming material for me either, but I think this game is kind of like... This game is kind of, like, quirky and interesting enough that... I don't know, I want to play it anyway, I don't care. Top priority has just got to be playing what I want to play. I can't worry too much about whether or not it's ever interesting. Because I have a lot of uninteresting interests. So hopefully some people will want to continue on that adventure with me regardless. We're going to work on that, and I don't know what we're going to do on Friday. I thought we were going to do this on Friday, but I think I'm probably not going to want to play it again so soon. So maybe we'll do something different on Friday. Maybe I'll look at like the list of like games I haven't beaten, and maybe revisit something I haven't tried in a while. From the stuff we've already started. That might be a good way to spend our Friday. Bummer. Those shoes got me. I wonder if any other video game, I said this before, but I wonder if any other video game in history has included a pair of spring shoes as an item in the game, or as an object in the game, but it's not an item, it's an enemy. This is probably the only game that's ever existed where there's a pair of spring shoes and they're an enemy. And not a power-up. I'm not doing very well in the not losing all my lives department. Cool. It ate my jump input. I think it was my fault it got eaten because the ground was shaking or whatever, but it still didn't feel good. Oh, that's invincibility, isn't it? Huh. That doesn't do much good. I became invincible once before, and didn't understand why. I don't remember if it was in the same spot or not. Doesn't do much good. Well, now that you've mastered the levels. Oh no, the invincibility doesn't do much good because there isn't... There's barely anything to, like, damage you in that spot anyway. Hey, Butterfingers, welcome in. A man after my own heart, I've long wished to drop luggage on people. Oh, good. I was trying to think of, like, a clever, like, suggestion of a profession where you might have an opportunity to drop luggage on people, but... my wit wasn't quick enough. I was not aware that that guy jumping up there like that was even a possibility. I thought I stood here safely in the past. Hey Derek, welcome in. Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely thought of like an airport type situation, but I was trying to, I don't know, I was trying to think of something. I was trying to think of something unexpected, but nothing came to me. I was thinking like person that distributes the runner-up prizes on a game show from the 70s, maybe. I feel like luggage was a common consolation prize on like Match Game or whatever. Yeah, I can't play the Winnie the Pooh game. The game kept crashing. There's something wrong. I tried a couple different copies of it, and I kept having the same problem. I don't know what's wrong. I had to give up. So I went back to this instead. Hey Tommy, welcome in. How about a nice Tupperware collection? That'd be a lot more useful to me than a luggage set. If I was gonna, if a prize was going to console me, a Tupperware set would be a much better choice, I think. I'm out of slingshot. I'm out of slingshot ammo, and the game is exclusively spawning enemies, balloons with enemies on them. Alright, that one didn't have an enemy. I'm so particular about luggage, I'd be actively annoyed if I got some I couldn't pick out for myself. I bet Frownie is the life of the Tupperware party. I don't think I ever be invited to a Tupperware party because all of my reusable containers are generic brand. Never actually seen past the first level of this game. It's all I could take. Hey, Aiden, welcome in. Great to have you here. Shoutouts to Yaden, another excellent stream. A professional wrestler and video gaming enthusiast. He does retro stuff pretty frequently in the mix as well. It's been a while. It's been a while since our schedules have lined up. I was hoping to catch you working on the Super NES project some more at some point, but I got a lot of life getting in the way. I got a lot of life getting in the way of my ambitions. Encyclopedia Britannica. Oh my. We had the World book in my house. Been tough to stream and keep the NES and SNES project going. Been off the path for a bit. Hope to reorganize soon. Probably have to start over. Well, that was promising. That was bad. But maybe not necessary. I'm cautiously optimistic. I like the idea of like beating an entire library. Like I like the whole library project idea a lot. I just don't I don't have the confidence that I could ever make it myself. I have a real tough time. I'd have a real tough time when I got to when I got down to nothing but sports and RPGs left. Like I think like the thing is like all the shovelware that I think would kill a lot of people's playthroughs would be the stuff I'd look forward to the most. All the licensed trash, and then sports titles could be hit and miss for a lot of people. but then I would get to all the, like, beloved RPGs that are so many people's favorite games. And I'd be just stuck in an endless world of misery. Oh, streamer is taking on the whole PlayStation 2 library? Oh my. That's massive. See, the thing about that, too, is, like, not only is the library massive, but the games are massive. Frownie's closer to completing the GBA library than anything else at this point? You're probably right. I haven't updated the list of games we've completed. I don't think I've updated it this entire year, but I've probably done more GBA titles on the stream than anything else. Some afternoon while I'm hanging out with Baby Man, I will. Some afternoon when I'm hanging out with Baby Man, I'll have to go through and update that spreadsheet. The Apple Bandai Pippin, there's less than 100 games. Well, I was thinking the Virtual Boy. I could probably do pretty well at the Virtual Boy's library. I wouldn't even have to limit myself to North America. I could probably do the whole world. Oh, it really wanted me to slide. It really wanted me to slide all the way off this brick. GBA library. Just skimming quickly for comments I missed. Whole PS2 library is insane. You have a knack for making little marathons fun, Budafingers says. Thank you, Budafingers. I'm sure you could find a way to make the sports a little more entertaining. Streaming the Virtual Boy is the real challenge. Yeah, having one like specially. I have a Virtual Boy that I think works, but yeah, I'd have to have it modded for video out, AV out. It worked the last time I used it, but that was several years ago. I can hardly be bothered to get out and set up the Virtual Boy regularly. I did think really early on, I thought about and was tempted to do on the stream to do a Virtual Boy stream where where I got out and played the games on the real Virtual Boy hardware. And I thought that I would just have the big camera up like this, and I just set the Virtual Boy on my desk, and the whole stream would just be me sitting here playing from this camera angle, just sitting here playing Virtual Boy games. And that's all anyone would see. And you get to hear it, but that's all it would be. I thought that'd be good for like an April Fool's Day stream. But I never did it, and then I talked about it, and once I shared the idea, I was like, that's good enough. I don't have to actually do it. Emulation may be best with a color palette mod. You're probably right, but I mean, you know me, I'm all about the worst way of doing everything. I have a flat screen TV, and I choose to play PS3 games on my CRT. It's got HDMI out, but I'm playing on composite on purpose. I still think it'd be a funny bit to do, Cal says. Well, maybe you'll get your wish. Maybe I'll find the motivation to do it. It'd be an interesting thing for people who've never seen the stream to, like... For people who've never seen the stream, it'd be an interesting, like, thumbnail for people to come across. If they're browsing the section. That guy's not gonna respawn to give me another chance? I hate this game. I hate this game. There's no way to do it. It's unbeatable. This game is unplayable. It's unwinnable. I am not happy. I've deduced that the only way to clear this board is to spell Homer, and the game refuses to let me do that. Alright, well, GG's. This run is over. No lag on the CRT, yeah. I don't really feel input lag with modern games on the flat screen, but if I hook a retro console to a flat screen, I can't get over the input lag. I mean, I probably could if I toughed it out and, like, tried to get used to it, but my CRT's always been right there, so why would I abandon it? Someday it'll burn out and I'll have to make the switch, but... like, let's not think about such a horrible future. Playing Ozzy Osbourne music for your puppings? Oh, cool. I'm out of lives. Oh, I thought of, I'm not really the biggest, I've never really been the biggest Ozzy fan. He came up, we were talking about him, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, because he passed away, and so people were talking about him, and I said, I was never the hugest fan, but I got into a couple of his albums, and then I couldn't think of either one of the album titles, so it sounded like I was just lying to be hip. But the No More Tears, I think, was the name of one of the albums, and Black Rain, I think, was the other one. They came to me after the stream. So see, I'm not a poser, I swear. I'm not even 100% sure I got those album titles right. But I think those are the two. I think those are the two that I had once upon a time. OLED has almost no lag. But when I look at the price, I'm too cheap with that. Cheap for that. Yeah, I don't even know. I've never looked at an OLED monitor. Never looked into getting one. I've got my flat screen down here is like a. It must be a really early generation flat screen because the screen is flat, but the box is not. Like, it's a really chunky flat screen. Have you done any RoboCop games on the stream? I have not, Derek. I would like to. I'm a RoboCop fan. Ozzy had one of those voices like Rush. I can't listen to them. Um, I mean, I don't know. I didn't hate Ozzy's voice. I don't hate Rush's voice. I don't know. I don't really listen to a whole lot of like. I don't really listen to like a whole lot of like rock and metal and stuff though. So. If I do, I'd definitely rather it be something like that, where it's like, where the vocals are like clean and clear and like, sometimes even like operatic. Any song that's got like those like screaming and growling vocals. You're just wasting my time with that kind of stuff. Hey, Lord Malachite, welcome in. Love this game, beaten it many times. Very tough, but very learnable. Well, no spoilers, of course, but I don't know if I'm there with you yet. I enjoyed this game on night 2 and night 3, but I am not enjoying it so much now. I'm stuck and have no idea what to do. I think what I'm gonna do is call it a night, though. I don't think I have another run in me as late as it is. I'm off in La La Land consuming music as melodies and rhythm. Lyrics just often just get in the way. It can be tough to figure out sometimes. Yeah, I'm up to stage 4. I'm stuck on stage 4. I don't know what to do. There's a boss that I can sometimes get to, but I don't know how to hurt him yet. So I just basically just hit a brick wall. I don't know what to do. I had an idea. Like, I think I would know how to defeat him. Like, I think I know how to defeat him. Well, I think I could defeat him if I could summon Homer, but the stage won't give me 5 letters, so there's no way to summon Homer. It seems to all just be RNG, and my luck is too bad, so yeah, I'm pretty stuck. But I'm gonna keep trying, just not tonight. It's too late for me tonight to run again. I'm gonna raid out instead. Do you see the RoboCop reboot from 2014? I did see it, Derek. It wasn't very memorable to me. The part where they open up his suit and show him like what's left of his body was pretty unsettling. I remember that part. Like that made me physically uncomfortable. seeing that part in the theater. But mostly that movie is really forgettable. I like RoboCop 1 and 2. And like, you know, RoboCop 3 is pretty bad, but I'll watch it anyway. I need to watch more of the like spin-off type material, like the TV series and the Prime Directives miniseries. I need to make the time to sit through all that, but it's just so long. I don't know how to digest it all. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Cows. Alright, let's see who's live and what they're doing. Watching the animated series on Prime, it's pretty good so far. Yeah, I haven't looked into any of the modern games. RoboCop 3 is silly but fun. Thank you for your patience. always kind of, it's kind of annoying trying to browse around on my tablet. When I try and look, I try and look to see if there's anything interesting outside of my follows list. I pulled up what I thought was a first time playthrough of Castlevania, and by the time the ad finished, it said, there was a stream ending message. Alright, here we go. Thank you again for your patience. It's been a while since we've, like, you know, we haven't been regularly dropping in on new people as much as I would like, but, it's always such a hassle. But let's check out this stream. This is a streamer called Affinity Chris playing Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Don't know the streamer, so can't vouch for what their content is like. So hopefully we won't find anything horrifying on the other side of the raid here. But, you know, if we do, that's on them. It's the roll of the dice, right? Thanks to the stream. Thank you for joining us, Sark. Thank you, Cows. Thank you, Sparrow, Bort Jams, Malachite, Derek. Thank you, Nick. So I'm going to try and be here tomorrow with Beetle Adventure Racing. And hopefully we'll stream on Friday as well. I don't know what we're going to do on Friday. I should probably play this game, but I probably don't want to. But thank you one last time for being here. Be well until I get to see you again, my friends, and hopefully that'll be real soon. But we're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.